In this video, we're going to talk about operator precedence. This can be better explained with annotations. So let's go there. Alright, let's say in our Java program, we have the following equation. 10 multiplied by 6 minus 3. Now, if we run the program, would the output be 10 multiplied by 6, 60, and minus 3 would be 57? Or would it be 10 multiplied by 6 minus 3, which would be 3, which gives us the result of 30? Which one is correct? This is ambiguous. We don't know how to evaluate this. So to solve this problem, Java developers introduced this precedence table. The precedence table tells which operator will have the higher precedence and which operator will have the least precedence. The operator that is listed on top will have the highest precedence, and the operator that is listed at the bottom of the table will have the least precedence. So the precedence increases as we go up and vice versa. So now coming back to this equation, let's see how we can solve this ambiguity. If you take a look at this table, the multiplication operator has the higher precedence compared to subtraction operator. So this part of equation will be evaluated first and the result will be computed with this. So the result would be 57. However, if you want this piece of equation to be calculated first, then you need to enclose it within a parenthesis. Now the result would be 30. Let's take a look at another example. 6 divided by 2 minus 1. So what is the result of this equation? Pause the video and find out. Okay, now let's solve the ambiguity. We have division operator and subtraction. Division has the higher precedence compared to subtraction operator. So this part of equation will be evaluated first, and then the result will be computed with this. So the result would be 2. Sometimes in an equation we may have operators with equal precedence. Let's take a look at this equation. Now both plus and minus operators here have equal precedence. That's where this rule of associativity come into picture. Plus and minus, the rule of associativity says we need to go from left to right. So we'll first solve the left hand side equation and then the result will be computed with this. 7 plus 5 would be 12. Now let's take a look at another equation. So we need to go from left to right. So this will be evaluated first. Result will be evaluated with this, and the result of this entire equation will be evaluated with this. So we're going from left to right based on the rule of associativity. Similarly, we have associativity rules for other operators as well. Take a look at this equation. So the result of this would be minus 1. We're going from left to right. Both the operators are same, meaning that they both have the equal precedence, and as per the rule of associativity we need to go from left to right. Now let's try to put things together. Take a look at this equation. Find out the result of this equation where x equals 5. 10 minus 4 divided by predecrement of x minus 5. Pause the video and solve the equation. Okay, so in this equation we have 4 operators, of which the predecrement operator has the highest precedence. So this will be evaluated first. So 10 minus 4 divided by the predecrement of 5 would become 4 minus 5. And now out of these 3 operators which are left, the division operator has the highest precedence. So this piece of equation would be solved. 10 minus 1 minus 5. Now since both these operators has the equal precedence, we need to go with associativity rule, which says we need to go from left to right, and when we solve it, the result would be 4. We solved this first and then computed the result with this. Now go back to our IDE and run the program. You would see the same results.